a healing in the rhythm and the sound of water over stone and morning bird, a medicine in every gentle word. The earth was made to hold a broken soul. The river was designed to make things whole. The sunrise was appointed to remind the weary heart that peace is hard to find. Only when we stop our looking past the present moment moving far too fast, and sit inside the stillness and the grace of healing flowing to its proper place. Be still and let the healing find its way. Be still and breathe the strength for one more day. Be still and let the peace that passes all, the understanding catch you before you fall. You are stronger than you think you are today. You are braver than the fear that blocks your way. And faith as small as the mustard holds the sea. Be still and let the healing set you free. Harmonies, healing, strength, peace. Be still. The tree that bends the furthest in the storm returns to standing as its natural form, because the root was tended long before the wind arrived and tested to the core of what was planted and what held below the surface where no watching eye could go. And so the soul that tends its inner root in quiet times will bear the strongest fruit. When hardship comes and calls upon the deed of everything the silent seasons keep, the strength was always there before the need. It was being stored inside the hidden seed. Be still and let the healing find its way. Be still and breathe the strength for one more day. Be still and let the peace that passes all, the understanding catch you before you fall. You are stronger than you think you are today. You are braver than the fear that blocks your way. And faith as small as the mustard holds the seed. Be still and let the healing set you free. Harmony, healing, strength, peace. Be still. I have sat beside the bed of those in pain and watched the peace of heaven fall like rain upon a soul that should have had no rest, but somehow found the quiet in the test of everything that suffering can bring. And still that suffering soul began to sing. Not loudly, but inside the breath a hum of something deeper than the pain had come. And I have wondered at that kind of peace that rises as the circumstances cease to have the final word, and something more arrives that no condition can ignore. So when the body aches and the mind is worn, and all the courage that you had is torn apart by what the day demanded more than what you thought you had in any store of strength left, breathe and know that you are held by something older than the oldest well, of iron, by a love that does not tire, by peace that burns more steadily than fire. 2020, alright.
The body keeps the record of the years, the weight of every season and the tears of every unprocessed and carried pain that never found the outlet of the ring, of honest grieving and of letting go, and healing asks us to be brave and slow, enough to face what we have been avoiding, enough to feel what we have been destroying, of ourselves to not feel, and that is the word of real restoration that does not shirk from going to the place inside that aches and sitting there until the dawn breaks. Be still and let the healing find its way. Be still and breathe the strength for one more day. Be still and let the peace that passes all, the understanding catch you before you fall. You are stronger than you think you are today. You are braver than the fear that blocks your way. And faith as small as the mustard holds the sea. Be still and let the healing set you free. Harmonies, healing, strength, peace. Be still. Peace is not the absence of the storm. It It is the settled knowing in the norm of every changing season that the one who holds the storm is holding you, my son. My daughter, every soul that walks this road, peace is not the putting down the load. It is the carrying it without the weight of worry that tomorrow will be late in coming or will not arrive at all. Peace is what allows the carried fall to feel like walking when the arms are full. Peace is the supernatural pull, and faith is not the feeling of the shore. It is the choosing to believe the more. When everything around you contradicts what you have set your heart upon and picks apart the evidence of what you hold and says it is impossible and cold. The ground upon which you have built your hope, and faith looks at that evidence and rope of argument against it and still says, I have not seen the ending of my days, and what is not yet visible to me is not impossible for what I believe. I want to speak to the one who is healing right now, not healing, healing. The one who is in the middle of it where it still hurts, but slightly differently than it did before, where the good days are starting to outnumber the impossible ones, just barely. I want to say to you, what you are doing takes more courage than anyone around you probably knows. Healing is not passive. It is one of the hardest, most active things a human being can do. And the fact that you are still in it, still choosing it, still getting up and trying again is something worth honoring in yourself. You are not behind, you are not weak, you are healing and healing at whatever pace it takes is enough. Is enough. Is often not the one that outward shows, but the one that lives behind the eyes of those who
smile the brightest and the one that grows in silence underneath the daily face of functioning and holding on the pace of normal while inside the quiet war rages against the person at the core. And healing for that wound requires more than the surface treatment and the cure of busyness. It asks for being seen, for someone sitting with what is between the pain and the pretending it is fine. Be still and let the healing find its way. Be still and breathe the strength for one more day. Be still and let the peace that passes all, the understanding catch you before you fall. You are stronger than you think you are today. You are braver than the fear that blocks your way, and faith as small as the mustard holds the seed. Be still and let the healing set you free. Harmonies, healing, strength. Be still. Strength is not the absence of the need, for rest the mightiest and strongest seed requires the dormant and the fallow ground before the season of the growth is found. The strongest ones are those who have learned when to lay the burden down and breathe, and then return to it renewed and more prepared than if they never stopped and never dared to rest. So let the resting be the part of strength that you allow inside your heart. The pause is not the ending of the fight. It is the gathering of strength for what is right. I have watched the broken find the whole again in ways that staggered all the soul of those who watched and thought that it was gone, too far beyond the reach of carrying on. And still the one who should have stayed beneath the weight of all that loss found how to breathe again, and then to walk, and then to run, and then to help another broken one begin the same slow walk back to the light. And that is what the healing does in flight. It multiplies because the healed become the healers for the ones that follow from. I want to talk about strength, real strength, not the kind that never breaks or never bends, or never sits down on the floor and admits it cannot go on. That kind of strength is not strength at all. It is performance. is not the morning of the weekend spent. It is the morning of the deeply knowing that the worst has passed and something went. Before you through the dark and kept the way open for the coming of this day, and you arrive here at the other side, not unmarked, but not destroyed inside, because the healing was already working in every moment that the night was long. And what you bring to this new morning carries the weight of something deeper than made strong. Be still and let the healing find its way. Be still and breathe the strength for one more day. Be still and let the peace that passes all, the understanding catch you before you fall. You are stronger than you think you are today. You are braver than the fear that blocks your way. And faith as small as the mustard owns the seed. Be still and let the healing set you free.
Harmonies, healing, strength, peace. Be still.
So I carry both the scar and the song, the evidence of where I did not belong, to the breaking and the melody that rose from the very place where all the damage shows. Because the scar and song are not at war, they are the same truth told from either shore of the river that I crossed to get to here. And I am not ashamed of either, dear. Reminder of the journey and the cost of finding what you only find when lost. The deep and unshakable and rooted peace that only comes after the storm's release. And to the one still in the middle of the night, still waiting on the morning and the light, still holding what is heavy and unclear, still walking through the valley, still in fear. I want to say that what you cannot see is still becoming what it needs to be. Inside the dark and in the waiting long, the healing is already in the song of your survival. Every breath you take is evidence of healing in the way of everything that tried to keep you down. And you are here, and you are still around. Before this ends, I want to leave you with something simple to carry. Strength is not something you find before the hard thing. It is something something that arrives when everything is settled. It is something that holds you while everything is still unsettled. And faith is not certainty, it is the decision to keep walking in the direction of what you believe, even when you cannot see the ground beneath your feet. These three things, strength, peace, and faith, are not rewards for those who have it together. They are companions for those who do not. They meet you in the broken, in the uncertain, in the barely holding on. And they walk with you through it. You do not have to be healed to receive healing. You do not have to be strong to be given strength. You do not have to be at peace to be held in peace. Just be here. Just keep breathing. Just keep walking. That is enough. You are enough. The healing is already on its way.